Hello everyone, this is Sai from CSIT. Today I'm going to explain about the AI virtual assistant using Python language. The contents in this presentation are introduction to the AI virtual assistant, history, the basic concepts, hardware requirements, software requirements, working principle, and the conclusion. And I'll also give you a few references. Let's start with introduction. First of all, think among yourself, who is assistant? What is assistant? Let me give you the solution. A assistant is someone or something helps with time and daily management of meetings, corresponding and note taking. Concept of an artificial virtual assistant. A virtual assistant means an artificial intelligence helps you to make your daily course easier through automation process. Voice controlled personal digital assistants. Combination of automatic speech recognition, artificial intelligence, natural language processing, inter-process communication. History. The concept of virtual assistant was first developed by Joseph Weizenbaum of MIT in the late 60s. The first chatterbot was Eliza. Julia is an example of the second generation chatterbot. Alice is example of third generation chatterbot. If we look at the basic concepts, the working of virtual assistant uses following principles. Natural language processing to understand user's speech input, automatic speech recognition to understand command according to the user's input, artificial intelligence to learn things from the user and to store all information about the behavior and relations of the user, inter-process communication to get important information from the other software applications. For developing a virtual assistant or to run an AI virtual assistant, there are few hardware requirements. They are you should have a phone with touchscreen interface. Everybody is using that nowadays. And your phone's RAM means random access memory. It should be minimum of 512 MB and a good internet connectivity. The phone should have USB debugging mode for development and testing purposes. Followed by the software requirements. Operating system, which is called OS, should be Android 4.1 or Windows 8.1 in case of laptops or PCs, or iOS 6 or IR in case of iPhones or Macs. The kernel version should be 3.0.16 or higher. Support of other basic applications like maps, calendar, camera, web connection, etc. Let's move to the working principle of a virtual assistant. You can easily find out how it works using the diagram, using the chart given in this presentation. In this working principle, let's start talking topic by topic. First thing is speech recognition module. The system uses Google Online Speech Recognition System for converting speech input to text. The speech input users can obtain text from the special corpora organized on the computer network server at the information center from the microphone is temporarily stored in the system, which is then sent to Google Cloud for speech recognition. The equivalent text is then received and fed to the central processor. When we when we give our input in the form of voice or speech, then the speech the Google's online speech recognition system uh, converts the speech into text and it will send the converted text to the central processor, which will be then sent to the Python backend. In a Let's talk about the Python backend. The Python backend gets the output from the speech recognition module, then identifies whether the command or the speech output is API call and content extraction. The output is sent back to the Python backend to give the required output to the user. Here the Python backend, if after giving the speech after converting to the text, then it will be sent to the Python backend. The Python backend identifies whether the given input was API call or content extraction. Accordingly, it will give you the output. If we call about the API calls, API stands for Application Programming Interface. An API is a software intermediary that allows two applications to talk each other. This means your virtual assistant is asking another application to perform specific task which you needed. There will be the conversation. There will be something like conversation between your virtual assistant and some application, and then your virtual assistant will take the needed output from the that application and gives you the output. In other words, API messenger is a messenger that delivers your request to the provider that you are requesting it from the delivers, then delivers the response back to you. If you simply let's look at look at an example. When you are asking your virtual assistant to make a call to your dad, you will say something that virtual assistant name call to dad. Then it will ask the contacts, the application contacts the dialer to call to your dad. Then it will call to your dad. That is called API. Something like calls is not only calls but something like opening YouTube and playing some video, and something like searching in the web browser. You are asking your virtual assistant to search something in the web browser, then your virtual assistant will ask the web browser to search for something that, and it will again gives the output to the your virtual assistant, and your virtual assistant replies you, something like that. If we look at the content extraction, the content extraction is also called as CE, is the task automatically extracting structured information from unstructured machine readable documents. In most cases, this activity concerns processing human language text using the natural language processing, which is also called as NLP. The recent activities in multimedia document processing like automatic annotation and context extraction out of images, audio, video could be seen as content extraction. Test results. This means content extraction means the content which your device already possesses of. Suppose your device already has a few audios, few songs or something like videos or files. You are just asking your virtual assistant to open them. It's simple. Something is content extraction is simple. You are asking your virtual assistant to open something which is already exists in your device. Next, followed by the text to speech module. Text to speech, which is also called as TTS, refers to the ability of computers to read text aloud. A TTS engine converts written text to a phonemic representation, then converts the phonemic representation to waveforms that can be output as sound. TTN engine with different languages, dialects, and specialized vocabularies are available through third-party publishers. Text-to-speech module means you may be familiar with your Google Assistant. When you are asking your Google Assistant for doing something, it will reply you in form of speech. That means it will read the text to you type or something. It will reply you in the form of speech. Then first the TTS engines convert the text you are given to the virtual assistant. It first converts to the phonemic representation, and then that phonemic representation it will converted to waveforms, and that waveforms can be output as sound. It uses many third-party publishers for giving output with different languages. Now let's discuss about the conclusion. In this virtual assistant using Python, we have discussed the design and implementation of digital assistants. We have discussed everything in this. We have discussed how the virtual assistant takes your input, how it processes, and how it divides as API calls or content extraction. Then how it will give you output. It will give you an output in the form of speech TTS, which is also called TTS, or it in the form of content extraction, or in the form of something like doing some task. This project is built using open source software modules with PyCharm community backing which can accommodate any update shortly. You can you can easily add another special features which you will get the idea later without disturbing the actual things. The modular nature of this project makes it more flexible and easy to add additional features without disturbing the current system functionalities. It is greeting the user the way the user feels more comfortable and feels free to interact with the voice assistant. Here are the few references where you can find the more details and the more depth about the AI virtual assistant or building the code that can build the virtual assistant, something like that in the references given in this page. You can also check that out. And thank you everyone. Thank you for patiently listening to my presentation. Thank you.